One Minji here, and welcome back to another episode of Arknight Enfield. Enfield, no, just regular Arknights this time. Sorry, force of habit. So in the previous video, I was just able to pull Chen and Huang. So let's try them out in the new event. Okay. You know what? I have time today. I may as well do the actual story. Let's see what the story is. So I did the episode 1, or the first level of this, mostly just... Ooh. A Fangchi from afar says there is a great mountain on the northern border called Xing, and atop it sits a mystical stone called Wa. Thousands of meters wide and tall, shaped like a jewel, the color of crystal. It shines with a brilliant blaze and a luster that never wanes. It cuts both metal and stone, brings forth all things with methods unknowable, its principles unfathomable. Obtain this miraculous object, and perhaps it will help Yan face the incoming calamity. I don't get it, sir. We sacrificed so much for this, yet you intend to hand it over to the House of Yan? That man started the war in the first place and sent thousands to perish. Why would you aid the despot? We wish to free the masses from suffering, not aid a single ruler. Fate shall play its hand in time. No one person controls it. I only pray for an early end to the strife, and the people would no longer suffer its torments. Yes. This is the fate of the great Yan. Late autumn. Hoshiguma! You're in your old outfit. Yo, still working? Madame Oni, Hoshiguma, sir. Last Mid-Autumn Festival, downtown was flooded with people watching the festival lanterns. The patrol didn't have enough hands to keep everyone off the roads. It got hairy out there. The commissioner was fuming over it. Oh, no, I don't want to skip. Oh, probably shouldn't have done that. The whole squad got punished for it. Double patrol hours for the month. The commissioner even told us to be extra careful now since Chief Wei has been out of town. Sure. Better safe than sorry. Well, good work, boys. I did just happen to bring in some chow, so share it amongst yourselves, huh? We can't possibly take all of this. Come on, listen to your stomachs growling. Have a bite. Wait, what was that? It came out of nowhere. What kind of thunderclap was that? Wait, am I seeing things? Over there in the sky, what is that? Boatman, show us down. Boatman, show us down. Look over there. Do you see something in the river? A beck beast? But how is it on the river? And it's carrying a goblet? That doesn't look safe. Okay. Just a mirage. What's so special about that? Don't you get those in Kaowu City? Break. What? Huh? What's a sudden rain? Where'd the beck beast go? Autumn rain this year. May as well freeze my bones. Reporting in. Report. The Fairmont. It's reached the final sentry post. Red alert. Repeat. All units maximum alert. Oh, cow. That thing doesn't look like a creature at all. That's a damn mountain. Excuse me, sir. The Grand Commandment is sick abed and will not see anyone, so please. Ah! Is the Grand Commandment in? Yes. Bring me to him. In my fervent dreams, if it was as if I've seen the light, I had thought you were the late Emperor. Here, take me away. I know you often think of the late Emperor, but I fear anxiety has addled your brain if you're thinking about your end already. Your Imperial Majesty, you honor me with your presence. Forgive the servant. I've failed to rise for even a salutation. How have you deteriorated so greatly in the few days since our last meeting? Are you taking your medicine? I beg your Majesty's understanding. This consumption is stubborn, chronic illness. The abnormal weather this mid-autumn struck with a cold. I fear this wizened shell might not make it through the winter. You are a trusted servant of Great Yan and should not sell yourself short. How could the same man, who once kept countless foreign foes halted at our gates, dread a mere cold? Be at ease and convalesce. I shall wait your swift recovery, and you shall share my burdens and aid your nation once you are well. This old servant is in truth ill-suited to the task. Great Yan today is rich with talent. Your Imperial Majesty decides all matters, great and small, so why seek counsel from this withered servant? I see. So the Grand Commandment is unsatisfied with my arbitrary actions and wishes to return home due to illness. This humble servant would never dare. In the last 2 weeks, ministers across the bureaucracy and all throughout the land have stacked petitions urging war high on my desk. Everyone is passionate, and a few I would venture to call desperate. So for the Grand Commandment to claim illness at this hour, is this to compel me to? Your Majesty is indeed aware. All Yannis share a view on this age-old problem. Your Majesty may not believe me, but ought to have faith in this. The will of the people. I'll be willing to try any other possible solution, as long as we can avoid spilling the blood of our troops too readily. I had thought you would know best my mind on the matter. Your Majesty is well versed in our history. Surely, you must know. Across the many times the blood has ought been shed, when was it ever avoidable? One ought to act swiftly when necessary. Indecisive efforts for want of perfection will only lead to more bloodshed. I had thought your Majesty understood this long ago. It has been more than 2 weeks since the Grand Offender entered the tomb of Sui, but his fate remains unknown. All Great Yan is in uproar, not only due to the 5 pheromones, but the presence of all foreign foes as well. Leave him in the tomb for even one more day, and the danger to Great Yan will increase tenfold. This is not my opinion alone. Even if I could temporarily suppress public sentiments for your Majesty's sake, it would be no true solution. So, how do you want to go about it? I cannot ask your Majesty to rescind an imperial edict. I can only make an earnest request to set a day, a final deadline until which Great Yan must hold. Whether or not blood should have ever been shed will be determined by thousands of years from now by historians and common folk alike. But for now, I am afraid neither the Great Commandment nor I will get to make that determination. Is it Great Yan that cannot hold, or the collective lust for glory? Your Imperial Majesty. But your request is not without merit. I recall it was the day after the full moon went in. Which... No. See, I forget which key I bound it to. If the man fails to achieve anything in the tomb of Sui, then we will proceed as the Grand Commandment proposes. Your Imperial Majesty is wise and just. Let it be so. A cold is no grave illness. Grand Commandant, but covalence is still important. I hear Danyan's nose pears are a great exponent. I'll send for some. Finish the pears before you rest for the night, and your illness should be cured by the morning. I will hold court early tomorrow. Do not be late. "3 days before the day of the full moon." Oh, Leslie. Are we outside? Those pheromone proxies have quite the mystical prowess. Is the placation finally complete? Perhaps. No. Just how many times have we tried? Is that complete? How long have we spent in the Garden of Grotesqueries? Well, based on the dates of the Tianqi Bureau terminal, it's been more than 2 weeks since we entered the garden. More than half a month? Why do I feel like we've spent even longer than that? Well, we don't know if anything's happened in the tomb of Sui since we've been there. Su, you've asked how many times? I'm getting the sense that this isn't our first time standing in the spot. Concluding the placation, taking the Jade Rule, and leaving the garden, and going back to town. I feel like we've been doing it multiple times, and also, sometimes it's Mr. Yi who greets us, while other times it's a Wei Qi player who blocks our path. Sometimes the bestial Hao turns into a butterfly and gravely injures the bestial Sui. But other times we fall into a Geist trap and get chased out of the garden for no apparent reason. And this hunch isn't a recent realization? It was a faint feeling at first, but it was only just now that I suddenly realized we seem to have been repeating our garden visits. If that is the case, maybe the placation is finally complete? I certainly hope that's the case. Right. It was a token. It seems Mr. Yi hands the rule to a different person each time we complete the rite. I don't have it. Neither do I. Then... a small object falls from Zhuo Li's pocket. To everyone's surprise, it is no jade rule, but a tiny doll. What? Auntie, Lin, have we seen this before? Yo, so you made it out alive. Pretty tough, huh? Zushi! Zushi? Why are you calling me that when you're not even a Tianqi disciple, kiddo? How should I address you then? Who cares about titles? Your Qinggong's good and you move quickly, so just get to wherever you need to be. Where do I need to be? What should a candle holder do after getting a token from the garden? Return to the Sui regulator and submit the Jade Rule along with the report. Then be gone. No more dawdling. But the Jade Rule? A token's a token. Maybe there's a reason you didn't get the Jade Rule this time. Just hurry back and go to the Sui regulator already. Or are you scared that the proxy's gonna report you for theft? Quan Bei, there's something I'd like to ask you about Bai Zhao. Just be quick. Who's the candle holder here? You or me? Well, won't you know the answer once you see the city for yourself anyway? At your age, I'm sure you know how to adapt to the situation, don't you? Yes. I'll go with Zhuo Li. You stay. Zushi? Bai Zhao doesn't have much use for a judiciary at the moment, so it'd be a pointless trip for you. You'll be more useful here. Same goes for the young kid. Neither of you is a member of the Sui regulator, so stay. You'll make less trouble for all of us. Well, the three exchange glances and silently agree to the Tianqi's directive. Zhu Li puts his token back into his pocket, and after bidding farewell to the party, leaps off northward. Oh, old Quan Bei, there's something I want to ask. Where is the young lady who claimed to be of Xianhai Zong, the one you took away before we entered the tomb? Oh? I didn't think a dimwit like you would concern yourself with that, lass. I just remembered. She mentioned there was something from the garden that could keep Yan and the bestial Sui from coming to blows. You granted us permission to enter the garden, but you didn't examine the tokens you really had at all. Does that mean you believe she spoke the truth? How intriguing. Smarty pants like you are so different from the martial types. Of course, I believe you have your reasons for sending him alone, but I'm worried Zhu Li might come to harm if the token is truly important. Speak of safety, no one's truly safe right now. If that kid really has what it takes to be a candle holder, now's the time to show it. What's wrong? What's wrong? I rarely see you ever so down. I just worry that they might not manage to deliver the token. Those who know what the token truly is can only stand and watch, while those helping us don't know where it should go. All that old Tianqi already done us a grand favor. The rest is up to the family's fate. I didn't think those youths would get involved in this, and I'm not sure whether to be relieved or worried. Well, many have come to this garden over the past century, but this group of youngsters was the first to retrieve that glimmer of hope from your memories left behind and bring it back to this realm. No matter what, we must believe that their fates are somewhat linked to ours. You speak sense, sir. Well, myriad designs abound the land, but encounters are still up to fate. You could buy a ticket early, do your research, memorize the map, and stand outside the garden until it opens, but then a storm comes and you see nothing at all. Or you could enter through a random side gate and roam around aimlessly, but as long as you have a goal in mind, you might be pleasantly surprised by what you find. Visitors come with interest, but it always wanes with time. It's not proper to force enthusiasm to endure. So let's just relax and wait here, and protect this garden. This beautiful place is honestly quite difficult to abandon. What a bother. I'm getting a sore throat repeating the same argument over and over. What a bother. Well, wizened voice. What a bother. I'm getting a sore throat repeating the same argument over and over. Back to square one. No. Thousands of years we've debated, and it seems nothing's getting through that thick head of yours. You're the stubborn one. Whatever scholarly talents you have are negated by your expertise in nonsensical argumentation. The truth is simple. There's no order without rules. To live in this realm, one must be able to tell right from wrong. If it's really as you say, for everyone to blur boundaries and confuse right and wrong, what sort of chaos will befall this realm? Preposterous. Your insistent on adherence to the rules are nothing more than locking yourself in the prison of your own making. Let me ask you then, to build a room, a house, a city, a moat, there are rules to follow, yes? But when we measure the merits and errors made in history, or the hearts of the masses, what rules or metrics are we to abide by? Of course, rules are made to fit the situation and for mortal benefit. When have I ever said the rules should be set for the sake of having them? Where are we? Where are we? And who are you? That's probably wise and sullen? Fine. Let me ask you this. You say we must have rules, but then who should set them in the first place? The virtuous, of course, but only they can convince the masses. The rules can only stand when accepted by all. Don't you see the problem with that? We have to first find virtuous people who set the rules. But what deems one virtuous? Doesn't it mean we have to lay down some rules to find these people? The 10,000 years of your life have been a waste if you can't even decide if a foul beast or the egg came first. Ha! Which one is which? Which one is wizened? Ha! You're just unreasonably pulling the cart for the Burton beast to suit your fallacy. We already have rules called righteousness. You think they just appeared from thin air? What? What are you talking about? Oh, look. This one's about to wake up too. Awake or dreaming? Do you even have to ask? Just look at her, all lost. Obviously she's dreaming. Awake in a dream, yet not truly awoken. This girl's suffering from a headache over the dilemma she faces. Well, if you're stubborn and refuse to see sense, you'll surely run up against barriers, both physical and mental. You're right about that. Her knowing and doing doesn't match. She's contradicting herself. wants non-action yet wants to act. Now she seeks a tangible form of justice, and even wants to pocket it and take it away. I think she's far more obsessed than that good-for-nothing disciple of mine. Yes, how could she enjoy such a delusional dream if she weren't the most obsessed person walking this realm? No need to be harsh, you. Plenty of people out there climb trees or to catch fins or strike ice to make fire. What can we do? But you're right about one thing. This girl is an obsessed one or what? Who? What's the matter with you? Nothing. Did you not hear any of that? You're so weird. You've been staring into blank space for a while now. Did those geists give you a conclusion? I don't suppose there's anything we can do about that. Thanks, I'm not quite... I just feel like I've been here before. Okay. Zua Lee. Daughter, you mustn't. You know, this is so much longer than I thought. Oh my god. I spent like 20 minutes reading. Do I want to read this entire thing? No, I might just... Let's make a special squad. The only requirements is it has to have Wang, and it has to have Chen. Who else is trust up? Ju and Taraxam. So let's... I'm just going to... Taraxam. What is she? She's a random 5-star. I should build Typhon and I should build Jessica. And I should build Nasty. Oh boy. Okay, where is new character lady? Noir, I have upgraded your wife, but you stay down here. Where is new character? What class is she? I should just sort. I don't know where she is. My eyes are glazing over. What are you? What class are you? I know you. I have you. I got you. What are you? Oh God, what are you? Where are you? You're somewhere in the 5-star category. My eyes. Where are you? Okay, you have to be one of these. Oh, you're a healer. Okay. Finally. Okay. You get...
43種の汎用処方はすべて跳躍済みです。症状を見て投薬しますね。
That was nice. But that took way too long. You know what? I'm going to... I might even split this up into another video. That took too long. Too much reading. I'm going to end this segment here, and then I'm just going to be playing the levels. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. G here, and welcome back to another Arknights video. So for today, I'm going to be doing the first of 1,000 Autumns event. At least the very basic stages, because the other two stages haven't unlocked yet. So in the previous part, I read this for 20 minutes, and I determined I don't want to read another hour of all of these events, so I'm going to be skipping the story. Ha ha ha. And for now, I'm going to be playing it with the new event characters, and only adding characters if it becomes too difficult. If anything, I'll start adding all of the other Chens, like Chen Hongdae and Chen... but for now, I'm just gonna be doing this. I think I should be fine, because Wang, I hear, is very powerful. I don't remember. Okay, so I'm gonna put him here. Okay, so Wang Balls. Trigger, range, and damage expand. When triggered, deals 320% arts. So passive. Stone, trigger range, and damage range expand, dealing 130 arts damage. Active effect. Stops attacking, but range expands. Grants 8 stones, then any stones above the limit are placed in the attack range, prioritizing tiles with enemies. Then manually placing stones within attack range. Stones will be placed on tiles with enemies, and talent 1 deploys 3 additional stones. Grants 20 ammo. Okay. Stones link together and activate each other. Enemies that enter the tile with an active stone will trigger its effects. When manually deploying a stone, Wang will deploy an additional stone on the tile next to it, at most 9 stones. When the stone is activated, every stone in the same straight chain, all stones could deal additional 10% and ignore 9% resist. So this Chen is a block 1 arts guard. Upon skill activation, unleashes a sword wave that travels forward and can change direction, dealing arts damage to enemies it passes through equivalent to 6% of current HP. Attack range expands, deals 3 instances to up to 3 ground enemies. So let's okay, so it's a nuke. I'm putting down the nuke. What does this do? Oh, this is the dragon. This is the previous event. Okay, that's interesting.
戦況報告など私が目を通すまでもない。
Okay. Let's see how far these skills can carry. So Chen just throws a dragon for like 20 seconds. This is taking longer than it's supposed to. Hello? Why are you loading? Uh-oh. Please don't make me restart the game. I'm running an emulator as it is. No. No, let me in. Let me through. No, not like this. Yeah, I think I have to restart the game. It's not gonna end, I don't think. Okay. That's unfortunate. I don't know why it decided to just do that.
Arknights.
Okay, game is launching. Arknights.
やっと乗れたわ。あんたにとっちゃ宇宙に浮かぶ実家だろうけれど、欲しがっても無駄よ。
Okay.
ウィシャデルがあんたたちの狂ったオリジニウム計画を粉々にするから。
Okay. Well, that happened. So let's do the tutorial. Oh, the Sweet Siblings are here. Oh, I haven't been back to the Sky Mirror Pavilion since she left us. There's glyphs on the ground. Well, a mechanism built by the old bones. I helped with the design, and brute force won't do a thing against complex construction. They greatly reduce natural DP regeneration rate. Careful now, don't let them affect you. Those glyphs, they just summon some enemies. Can't even hold their own ink in check. Rude. You're one to talk. The glyphs within these glyph tiles will periodically be printed by stamps. Here. You mean those stone pillars that fell from the sky the other time? Yep, just like you were battling on a giant printing frame. Stamps will periodically fall from the glyph tiles, dealing true damage on the tiles. And different effects will trigger according to the glyphs on the tiles. For example, this kind of wealth glyphs will produce matters of money that provide DP upon entering the objective point. This kind of soldier glyphs will produce enemy units called wield arms. I see, so glyphs with a gold border are helpful while those with a red border are harmful. I'll hold them off dusk. I sort of regret not getting you, Shu. But I'm sorry, I don't really need you. Shoo. Just look at that lazy bum here to loaf around. Yeah, you helped out with the design, right? Why didn't those glyphs do anything? Come on, use your brain a little. That uproot mountain just held back a stamp. A stamp triggers the glyph's effects only when it lands on a glyph, but it can also be blocked from doing so. All connected glyph tiles only need an ally or an enemy uproot mountain to stand on and hold back the stamp. In such a case, the glyph effects won't trigger. Alright, so we can just stand on the harmful glyphs to prevent them from activating. The other uproot mounts are moving now. You and I will help. Protect our operators on the harmful glyphs and prevent enemies from standing on the helpful ones. Focus, Neon. We'll put a stop to this all together. Oh. This is the ranged. The ranged Ling dragon. Shoot, who do you heal? So you heal this tile only.
階級の情が催されるね。
Okay, so I want to prevent enemies from spawning here.
生殺の木、いずく。
うちの妹も含めどれほどの軍人が戦場に身を置いてようやく滅兵なりをなさずい思いにあらず戦勝百式一層
戦に積もる恨みはいつか散らん。あなたたちに対してだって多少の情はあるのよ。
Okay, I just remembered what these other glyphs do. From top to bottom, food will produce matters of cooking that give our operators SP. Mountain can turn into deployable high ground. And friend will teleport the closest allied ground operator. Wait, this? Oh, that one. And stamp is a special one. When an ally or enemy stands on it, it will immediately trigger a following stamp and has its own cooldown. No need to remember everything right away. You can just learn to counter or make use of them in battle.
Mission accomplished.
志かなって得意満面といったところかな。聞くんよ。しかれどもおごることなかれだ。とはいえ、褒めるべきは褒めねばならないかな。よくやったね。
Okay. So Wang, this is your test. Wizard could solo click. Okay, if I want to read these out, I'm gonna do it in a separate video. Okay. So Wang goes first, and Wang goes here. Oh, what is? Stamped at regular intervals. Oh, wait. It doesn't tell me what the glyph does, it just tells me there's just... Okay. Oh, that one is the good one. Whoopsie. Okay, so what is the strategy? Stop attacking, grants 8 stones, and any above the limit are placed in the attack range. I should check out the new or their other skills.
生殺与奪はお前次第だ。
3 additional stones. So this one, I think we'll just do
抜刀する理由は分裂の剣。
around the
立つるに
world.
当たりてすなわち立つ。
And he has basically global range. Pop. 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 Come on, guys, move.
この剣の分裂の剣。立つるに当たりてすなわち立つ。
Again, now, if I want to do story, I'll do story separately, not in this. This one, I'm just going to be doing levels. Oh, this is a weird layout. Let's change up their skill. So I know what this one does now. Slashes nearby enemies 10 times, dealing lots of damage. And if they die, goes to the next enemy. Ignores arch dodge. Oh no, she gains arch dodge. Okay, so this one I don't really need to test. This one seems cool though. I'll play it with it for this level. When a stone is triggered, deals 480% attack as arch damage to all enemies within 3 tiles, but only in directions parallel to the links of said stone, and reduces their movement speed, and gains 2 stones. When a stone is triggered, the target enemy is slowed and receives 120 of his attack as arch for every second for 6.5 seconds, and gains 2 stones. Sure, I'll test them all out. Skill 2. Again, story separate. I want to get through levels for this video at least. Writes the glyph soldier when first entering an empty glyph tile. Okay, so I'm gonna put Chen here. So I'm gonna put Wang here. Put Chen here. And put healer here. Ball. Wang ball. Wait, so parallel to any links the stone has. So, like, let's see. Ah, I see it. So it basically explodes in a line now. Oh, I don't know why I faced it that way. I could have put it somewhere to hit Wang as well, but no, that's fine, I guess. I see, so he paints new glyphs everywhere. So we want to kill him before he touches one of these. Like so. Pop. Pop. Oh, this is actually a pretty cool ball. It's not as much burst damage, obviously, as the first one, but still very powerful. And swing, 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 swing.
破るにあたりてすなわち破る
And this one slows as well for Wang. Okay, this is actually a pretty cool ball. Okay, good thing I tested it. Sometimes the biggest skill 3, biggest burst, but not always the best.
刃先で正義を求めずに済む日が来るだろう
So this one's self-explanatory. I like Big Dragon.
仲間との連携はまだ鈍っていないぞ
And let's try out the damage over time.
私に託すというの
The DOT. This probably is the weakest Wang skill, but I guess I could read this plot summary, so I sort of know what's going on.
出世の時だ
Hey, look, Wang. Look who it is. Maybe I need better Wang skill for this. This might actually be a little tough. Okay, I'll put him here facing this way.
すでに皆私の盤上にある
我が苦悩を見て己これあるがごとくあなたの苦しみは僕にもわかりますごめんなさいこの脈衝は本で調べないと手に負えません
あらゆる悪をここで止める
Yeah, this Wang ball is not explosive. Hey Chen, send out your magic dragon. Oh, it turns that way. Okay, so this was I misplaced Chen, and I wanted her to be here. Yeah, big mistakes were made this round, but I don't think it should have too many consequences. Boop. Boop you. Boop. Boop. Magic Dragon. Okay, so this Wang ball not that good. Maybe I should just Nah, this one's gonna be pure gameplay. No plot summary. Oh! I messed up. I forgot to change the skills. I'm still on the very weak.
病には速やかな治療を。
Chun, you've been staring at the writing knife for quite some time. Sir, this is my writing knife. This writing knife, a tool for erasing words not all difficult to use. Use on a glyph tile to extract and save the glyph within. But note, you can only have one glyph with you at any time. The writing knife cannot be used when you already have a glyph with you. But you can always place a glyph you already have onto a blank glyph tile. This way you can adjust the glyph's position. Use it as needed within reason. Okay. Enemies come from here and from here, so I want them facing there. So I want Wang here.
万全体を見よ。勝敗は一遇にて決さず。
我が苦悩を見て、己これあるが如く。あなたの苦しみは僕にもわかります。ごめんなさい。
私の手のひらからは逃れられん。
あらゆる悪をここで止める。
ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
Chen,
この剣の
go!
力を破るに当たる、すなわち破る。
I don't know. What is that glyph again? I forgot. Wealth. What is this one? You don't tell me. This is a
この
loss.
剣の力を恐れる必要はない。
ここで負けを認めれば
I forgot to change my Wang balls.
筋縄ではいかないな。
Your stupid single target
もう一
Wang
曲ど
ball.
うだ。
Any other Wang ball would do. But probably this one. Probably your burst damage
本
Wang
当に
ball.
指揮権を私に託すというのか。
出発だ。誰一人かけさせはしない。
Okay, I'm not doing this level again.
万全体を見よ。勝敗は一遇にて決さず。
I don't know what this glyph does. Cook. Gives you SP. I guess I can put that glyph here.
諸君、座につけ。
この脈
諸君、座につけ。政策ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
Yep, Wang ball.
諸君、座につけ。
関将
Wang ball. Wang ball.
Wang ball. この剣の力を恐れる必要はない。
Wang ball. Wang ball. Wang ball.
ゆる悪をここで止める。
Bang ball. Oh,
この剣の力を恐れる必要はない。類行の技、立つにあたりてすなわち立つ。
Jen, why would you do that? You're so irresponsible.
この剣の力を恐れる必要はない。
Bang ball. Bang ball. Yes, here. Let's get rid of these awful runes. Bang ball.
ただ言っておく。なぜそこま
Bang
で
ball.
抗う。
Bang ball. Bang ball. I understand why he's strong now. I understand he does arts damage, he has global range, and he basically is this better with it out. So let's see how far you new characters can bring me.
病には速やかな治療を。
Only 2 Wang spots. Wang ball. Wang. Wang ball. Wang ball.
ただ一手を打てばよい。なぜ私に問う。ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
あらゆる悪をここで
Go
止
get
め
him,
る。
Chen.
この絶傷は簡単には治りませんね。
Wang ball. 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 Kill those flying guys. I don't understand why your Wang ball didn't go off.
ただ一手を打てばよい。なぜ私に問う。私の手のひらからは逃れられない。
I activate that a little soon. Okay, I might be misunderstanding how this Wang Ball works. Why you know blow up? Why did the high ground titles Wang Balls not blow up
持っていけ
when
戦
hitting
況報告など私
the,
が目を
the
通すま
flying
でも
enemies? I guess they need to touch the Wang Ball? Possibly. Oh yeah, and I forgot. With this new character that I can add to my team, fourth character on the team.
噂は聞き及んでいる
I'm you.
私は銃職人だどこかで会った覚えがあると
So 6, 7. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. But I have accepted it. Let's see. Who is you? What is a you? Oh no, what is you? Is he a guard? Guard knight? Vanguard, maybe? Okay, no. What are you, Zhu? Oh, you're an archer. Next attack deals 200% physical damage.
戦場のありようは古今不易か
Perfect. I actually needed an extra sniper to deal with those flying guys. Wang balls are not great at dealing with flying guys, it seems.
艦下は動かされた正々堂々
You're expensive, what the hell?
のみ
Oh, you're the artillery type archer. Where do I want? Where do I want Chen? Where do I want Dragon? I mean, where do I want Wang? Chen, medic, Wang.
万全体を見よ勝敗は一遇にて決さず
Wang ball.
我が苦悩を見て己これあるがごとく
Cannot be teleported, can transform into glyph, and travel through glyph tiles.
This 絶症は簡単には治りませんね
Well, that's weird. Oh. What the hell do I do against that? Do I just need to block it? Do I need a blocker? Does Chen need to be down there? So it can't be shot. It needs to be blocked.
三軍に命ず出征の時だ
So fish go down here, so it needs to be blocked here or here. So Chen needs to be here, I guess. Okay. I guess that will be how it has to be.
万全体を見よ勝敗は一遇にて決さず
弓を張り矢をつがえよだが報復者を傷つけてはならんぞ
この絶唱は簡単には治りませんね。
抜刀する理由抜刀の破るに当たるすなわち破る
Yo, one bolt. This is the chef square. This is kind of awkward. I don't really know where to put this guy. Yeah, if anything, I'd face him this way. But he's gonna be shot by a bunch of random enemies.
すなわち気候の功なりはびこる不条理を一掃して食うとせん
Oh, wang bolt. Wang bolt. I forgot to use your wang balls. Forgot to use wang balls.
練習の岐路一年
I
の
forgot
神
about
へ
the wang balls.
私が新たな
Oh
防衛策
no,
を
not the
講じておく
wang balls.
貴殿は先に引け
Actually, how does Wang Ball 2 compare to Wang Ball 3? So 1 stone every 8 seconds. Okay, I need to remember about the Wang balls. But I think I would have been fine.
Shokun, 座につけ
関将抜刀
ただ一手を打てばよいなぜ私に問う
この脈衝は本で調べない
分裂の剣立つるに当たりとすなわち立つ
届く限り報われもせず当てどなくさまよう者ばかりとは。
なぜそこまで抗う。
I'm waiting.
飛躍と禅宗の岐路、一年の間にある。
This was the chef. Yeah, Chen would be really good up here. Unfortunately, I kind of need her.
利を得るは一歩の遥かにある。
処方の準備は整いました。
Ka!
利を排し利を得るは一歩の遥かにある。
I don't know if I can do this one. The fish just avoid all the wang balls.
利を排し利を得るは一歩の遥かにある。
ドクター、戻ったら絶対安静ですよ。
This one might be. I think I do need the burst damage though, just to get rid of the enemies. I'll try out, if I fail this time, I'll try out skill 2. Because it should be pretty powerful.
万全体を見よ。勝敗は一遇にて決せず。
これは暴力による排斥を目的とした戦いではない。関将抜刀。この剣の力を恐れる必要はない。天気の剣、悪るに当たり、すなわち悪。
この絶傷は簡単には治りませんね。
目の届く限り報われもせず当てどなくさまよう者ばかりとは。
You know what?
とする理由は
Kill.
分裂の剣。立つるに当たりてすなわち立つ。
ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
What in Bang Ball? I thought. No, I lost. Fuck.
私が新たな防衛策を講じておく。秘伝
I
は
thought
先に
I
引
thought
け。
I thought it would put balls down, and I thought all of them would explode. But I was wrong. Oh my god, Wang! Come on, you can do this level.
出発だ。誰一人かけさせはしない。
You really gonna be stopped by this level?
私の盤上にある。
我が苦悩を見て、己これあるがごとく。あなたの苦しみは僕にもわかります。ごめんなさい。
抜刀する理分裂の剣。
Death by Chen.
この結晶は簡単には治りませんね。
一遇を固守するはすなわち気候の功なり。はびこる不条理を一掃して空とせん。
ただ一手を私の手のひらからは逃れられ
飛躍と全集の岐路。一年の間に
No, that's not enough to kill. Come on. That's all bullshit. You're so weak.
大敗も氷の向くところにあらず。
He was basically zero
気を
health.
落とすな。この程度の挫折でへこたれる君ではないだろう。
本当に指揮権を私に託すという。三軍に命ず出征の時だ。
God damn it. Fuck. God damn it.
弓を張り矢をつがえよ。だが報復者を傷つけてはならんぞ。
この剣の力を類行の技。立つにあたりてすなわち立つ。
Put Archer down.
一遇を固守するはすなわち気候の功なり。
Then I guess
利を排し利を得るは
put this thing
一歩
down.
の遥かにあり。
Got to activate Chen's skill.
抜刀する理由ははっきり類行の
Break.
技。立つにあたりてすなわち立つ。
むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
Chen's skill.
この程度の挫折でへこたれる君ではないだろう。
Get the gosh darn Chen.
三軍に命ず出征の時だ。万全体を見よ。勝敗は一遇にて決さず。諸君、座につけ。
関将抜刀。
Okay, I'm getting kind of hyped up. I don't know if I want to. This challenge is fun. These challenges are generally fun. The ones where you only use the event characters on the event, but this one's possible, I think.
一遇を固守するは
But it is a pain in the ass, and I don't know if I want to continue doing this.
抜刀する理由ははっきり類行の技。立つにあたりてすなわち立つ。
はびこる不条理を一掃して空とせん。
むやみに戦に溺れる。 お前たちには進歩はないな。
That one should take care of it. Those fish suck. Oh, I see what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take these and carve them over here. Not that they've been the problem anyway, it's been the fish that have sucked. Oh, I forgot about the wang balls. No, my wang balls! My wang balls! My wang balls! My wang balls! I was too distracted by cutting with the knife that I forgot to wang ball it. Ah. But, my wang balls. I guess I can carve up the fish and drop it in the ocean. Let's just get this over with. I know what to do. I've basically done it already. What the? You asshole.
これは暴力による排斥を目的とした戦いではない。あらゆる悪をここで止める。
私の手のひらからは逃れられない。
類行の技、立つに当たり、すなわち立つ。この脈衝は本で調べないと手に負えません。
Get this over with.
一遇を固守するは、すなわち飛行の功なり。
抜刀する力類行の技、立つに当たり、すなわち立つ。
利を排し、利を得るは、一歩の遥かにあり。
なぜそこまで抗う。
But why no wang ball?
ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
利を排し、利を得るは一歩の遥かにあり。
Why can't?
抜刀する力。
対象も
Ass fish!
氷の向くところにある。
Oh, you fish!
この程度の挫折でへこたれる君ではないだろう。
Okay, you ass fish. I need to start killing it as soon as it appears. I just need to spam the whang balls on the fish. That's the only way. Or cut it with the knife. The game's broken, isn't it? Again. It's dead. Okay. Relaunch. Come on, come on. BlueStacks is not enjoying the current event for Arknights. Though, soon, we're gonna have the official PC version, which hopefully these problems are solved and no longer here.
アンチオリジニウム通信ラインはアクティベートされた。受信、返信、バベル。こちらケルシー、計画にのっとり、元リターニア地区の探査を遂行している。現状では凝結点は確認できていない。ドクター、
Back to the
君
event.
の方の状況はどうだ？
I can do this one. I know I can do this one. It's just, can I do the... Okay. Get this over with. I just need to murder fish.
出発だ。誰一人かけさせはしない。これは暴力による排斥を目的とした戦いではない。抜刀する理由、分裂の結果、立つるにあたりてすなわち立つ。
Okay. If I see fish up there, I need to murder. There's only one solution. Kill it before it's a problem.
この剣の力抜刀に破るにあたりてすなわち
Wang ball, wang ball. Fish. Screw you, buddy.
むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
This is a sashimi knife now. Having sashimi. Sashimi. Okay. That was a... I just needed to use the knife for sashimi, that's all. Okay. That was frustrating, but got through it. Now it's Time for the final showdown, probably. Fuscus fiber. I only have 400 of those. Okay. Let's see if Wang can solo
感
this.
化は動かされた。正々堂々前進するのみ。
Seems like the first enemies come on this side. Actually, I should put Chen on this side, I think. Because the dragon seems to right... Oh wait, it always takes a right turn, so... Yeah, maybe Chen on this side, Wang on this side.
すでに皆私の盤上にある。
関将抜刀
You the boss? You the boss around here?
抜刀する理由は発展機の件悪るにあたりすなわち悪
Uh-oh. Okay, I don't want Chen on that side. If I fail, then I know what I'm changing. It seems like
生殺欲の闇に戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
Okay, so after she stamps.
この絶傷は簡単には治りませんね。
After you get stamped, she loses her super aura. What?
抜刀する理由ははっきりしている抜刀する理由ははっきりしている抜刀する分裂の
Okay, yeah, the dragon is wasted here. And Wang should go here instead of up here. So it always takes a right turn, so if she goes here,
一筋縄ではいかないな。もう一曲どうだ。
so I definitely want Wang skill 3. This one feels doable. So where do I want Chen is the question.
出世の時だ。
Always takes a right turn, so right, 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 right. Right. Right? Maybe up here. Where does the boss come from? Over here? Not here. I want him backwards.
すでに皆私の盤上にある。
Playing balls as much as possible while she's weak.
この剣の力天気の剣悪るにあたりすなわち悪
Yeah.
一筋縄ではいかないな。もう一曲どうだ。
I was thinking if I can get Chen's skill off before the boss moves, I can get her with the dragon twice and keep her in there. But, no. That's not feasible.
感化は動かされた。正々堂々前進するのみ。
万全体を見よ。勝敗は一遇にて決さず。
Oh, I should be wangballing her all the way.
抜刀する理由は分裂の剣。立つるにあたりてすなわち立つ。
Oh, she has her shield up.
生殺与奪はお前次第だ。ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
あらゆる悪をここで止める。
Oh, Chen died? How'd Chen die? No, she teleported.
抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。
Okay, so Chen will... I
こ
should
の剣の
retreat her.
力を恐れる必要はない。
Should have been Chen or Wang bombing this guy. The boss, I mean. Oh, I Wang bombed too hard.
目の届く限り報われもせず当てどなくさまよう者義を
Okay, I killed the boss, but I don't need to kill the boss that soon. I should have not Wang bombed her that hard.
この程度の挫折でへこたれる君ではないだろう。
Save a little bit of Wang ball for later.
病には速やかな治療
And
を。
honestly,
石章抜刀。
万全体を見よ。勝敗は一遇にて決さず。
抜刀するリバース刀の破るにあたりがすなわち破る。
ただ一手を打てばよい。なぜ私に問う。ただ一手を打て。むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
あらゆる悪をここで止める。抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。
目の届く限り報われもせず当てどなくさまよう者ばかり殺生に固執するとは不当なり。 役と禅宗の岐路一年の間にあ
Loading
る。
too late.
生殺与奪はお前次第だ。ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
One more wang ball. Killing her early.
私が新たな防衛策を講じておく。貴殿は先に引け。
本当に指揮権を
It's possible that
私
this could work better.
病には速やかな治療を。あらゆる悪をここで止める。
すでに皆私の盤上にある。
この剣の力を恐れる必要はない。この剣の力を抜刀に破るにあたりてすなわち破る。
ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
Okay, second
抜刀する
second
理
gen.
由は破るにあたりてすなわち破る。抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。
むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
Okay, you don't have to. That's fine, I guess.
「私の手のひらからは逃れられん。 こで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
Okay, I'll put Chen here.
私の手のひらからは逃れられん。
I might be a little bit late.
あらゆる悪をここで止める。抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。
私の手のひらからは逃れられん。
この剣の力を類行の技。立つに当たり、すなわち立つ。
なぜそこまで抗う。
How do I prevent Chen from being teleported? I actually would have had this if Chen couldn't be teleported. Do I just need to wait for the stamps to almost, or to finish refreshing and before? But this Wang Ball is actually strong enough to do it. If I just do this a little bit better.
感化は動かされた。正々堂々前進するのみ。
You just need to time everything perfectly.
勝敗は一遇にて決す。
この剣の実行の技。立つに当たり、すなわち立つ。
私の手のひらからは逃れられない。
That's not what I wanted, but whatever.
むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
Okay, so this guy.
この剣の力分裂の剣。立つるに当たりてすなわち立つ。
And this dragon should chase them down. Perfect.
抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。
So I need to wait until I have enough mullahs.
むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
That's bad.
むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
Okay, I'm almost at 31. I need, after the stamp goes, I'm gonna put Chen here. Oh wait, no, it doesn't line up. 20 seconds left. Next cycle. Where'd the boss go?
ここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
Where did the boss die? Did I kill the boss? I don't see. Did I accidentally kill the boss somehow? There's no way, right? There's no way. I can't believe it. Yeah, I think it killed the boss. I don't know when or where.
むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
But I think I did it somehow.
抜刀する理由
Kill him, Jen.
悪るにあたりてすなわち悪。石章抜刀。
Oh, it resets your skill too. That's awkward. That's awkward. I was hoping that your skill.
私の手のひらからは逃れられん。むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。私の手のひらからは逃れられん。
Okay. Good job, Wang Balls. You've done it. Good job, Wang Balls. You've done it.
Mission accomplished.
Good job, Wang
い
Ball.
つかきっと刃先で正義を求めずに済む日が来るだろう。
Oh. So, oh wait, there's a ninth one? Oh, it has aggregate silksaline. Let's see, how does this map look? Okay, that wang ball I don't think will be as useful as this wang ball.
本当に指揮権を私に託すというのか。三軍に命ず、出征の時だ。
What is this? Is this the chef? So, my goal is... Okay, let's just see what's happening. What does this do? Okay, so they
諸君、座
come
に
from
つけ。
here.
すでに皆私の盤上にある。
この脈章は本で調べないと手に負えません。
You need a wing ball. And you need a wing. So I should have enough for Chen now.
石章抜刀。
偵察よここで負けを認めればまだ見苦しくはない。
手の届く限り報われもせず当てどなくさまようものばかりと。
Oh, I see.
抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。
There were mountains, weren't there? So I could have changed. I could have changed where they're blocking.
はびこる不条理を一掃して空とせん。
Don't remember what this does, but I'll put it here.
抜刀する理由以降の技。立つにあたりすなわち立つ。
Yep, dragon. And wang ball. 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 And bigger wang ball. Is this a 10-stage level? Because that one was too easy. That couldn't have been the final boss. It's probably a... Yeah, this is the boss level. Let's see what this is. So, Wang plus Chen. Getting basically full clear.
病には速やかな治療を。
It's time to draw blades. Suppression pillars, interlocking devices jointly built by Tianqi bureaus and Sui regulators. Activate them in the north, south, east, and west regions, then defeat all the enemies within the region, thereby weakening the abilities of the different parts of Sui. Keep an eye on the time limit. When the countdown ends, Sui will break through the seal and join the battle. If you are prepared, you can activate the central suppression pillar, removing the seal so you can face Sui. When the seal is broken, all deployed operators will be forcefully retreated and their deployment times reset. Sui is extremely powerful, so you must use suppression pillars to weaken it first. Move east of the map weakens the right claw if all enemies in the area are defeated, lowering his defense. And he no longer uses Shrouded Sun, is reducing his HP, lowering his attack, his res. So, first of all, resistance needs to go down. Wang time?
万全体を見よ。勝敗は一遇にて決さず。
Guess I'll wait for the flying guys to come close.
ただ一手を打てばよい。なぜ私、なぜそこまで抗う。
Need to wait for them to come. Oh, there's a time limit. Does he get... Ouchie. So resistance is most important. HP is probably the next most important.
あらゆる悪をここで止める。この剣の力、天気の剣。悪るに当たり、すなわち悪。
Uh-oh. Jen, you can handle them, right?
抜刀する陸運列の剣。立つるに当たりとすなわち立つ。
目の届く限り報われもせず当てどなくさまよ義を排し利を得るは一歩の遥かにある。
Oh, that was close. I forgot that those enemies did that. Next is attack. Uh-oh, I have no high ground. Oh, mountain. Okay, I messed this up already. I needed to put a high ground here so that the fish can't just go into my thing, but I've messed up. The fish are just gonna walk right in. Oh wait. I just need to spend a bunch of SP to eat them. Chen, eat.
石章抜刀。この剣の力、天気の剣。悪るに当たりてすなわち悪。
May as well try and do this as well. May as well. I don't know what that ability is, but oh, this is each of these different Sui sibling levels from the past events. I can't believe it took me that long. I did not realize. So, wait, so the dragon always turns right. So if I actually put Chen here, it would turn right. Right. So it would just circle this area, which is not amazing. So I'm just gonna wait for this to count down. Okay, so Sui. There's 2 entrances. So Chen, where do I want her? Where do I want the dragon to go? If the dragon goes here, then it just goes... So if it goes here, it goes here. Okay, so either the dragon is here and it goes here and circles here, or the dragon is goes here and circles here. So it's basically the same thing. It's just what side I want it to be on. Here or here? So I want Chen to be here. Sui, the final god felled by Yan, has risen again. It raises its head and sees the memorial from beginning to end, but has never truly dwelled in the mortal realm. So... where do I put them so the operator don't die? Healer. Yeah, I'll just start putting them down. You are the least important of them all. In order of what I don't want to die. Actually, I should... yeah, actually, no.
すでに皆私の盤上にある
In order of what I don't want dying.
ここでこの絶傷は簡単には治りませんね。
弓を張り矢をつがえよ。だが降伏者を傷つけてはならんぞ。
抜刀する理由は類行の技。勝つに当たる、すなわち
むやみに戦に溺れる。お前たちには進歩はないな。
Oh, he's invincible. Baby rage. Oh, okay. That worked. Boop.
小なる代償で収めた勝利は皆の心の救いとなろう。
We've killed a fair one. What? Traitors. You 12, each and every one of you plan to betray me, yes? Indeed, none of us will submit to becoming part of you. We have lived as ourselves. This is why we're different from you. Lived as humans? You see yourselves as human and try to bring delusions varied to bear against me. You relied on the power you stole from me, integrating yourselves with those puny insects. But you still had to humble yourselves, hiding your claws and fangs to make yourselves look harmless. Is that what you mean by living as human? You still don't understand. You can never understand, for you have never lived. And I am well aware of where arrogance stems. With but a glance, you can look from the beginning of time to its end, though your consciousness has traveled the great void of eons. You have never had kin you could converse with. You are simply a god declaring itself supreme over a pitiful plot of empty space. I know full well what this feeling was like, until the day someone gave me a name. You are nobody's fate, not the people of this land or we 12. And there's one thing you will never understand. Against someone who already has nothing to his name, fate is utterly powerless. Very well. Since you dare repeat your foolish challenge, I do not mind shattering your delusions once more. I killed you once, 120 years ago. I shall kill you again with a flick of my wrist. Is that meant to scare me? I'm already accustomed to losing. I've already lost too many precious things. I've lost the entire board. My dignity, my honor, my trust, my freedom, myself, my family. Did you really think someone with nothing more to lose would be afraid? But you? Are you not afraid you will suffer another ignominious defeat like 1,000 years ago? Is this fear not what makes you hesitate to step forward? A jest at this hour. You desire in vain to replace me, to steal away my body. Why would I allow you to do as you please? And you'd only stir this body awake first. The Fairmont extends its talons as great as mountains. Countless Fairmonts in countless tombs extend their talons, countless talons as great as mountains, and point them towards the same proxy. It does not matter if this is a dream. So long as that loathsome face is wiped away in all of them, there will be nothing left to stop its awakening. What is this? An incomparably brutal blow sounds against its body, a strength that is familiar with. It knows that in this split second it has lost its connection to its enormous body. Who could cause such harm to its form? The space shakes, warps, then tears, as if 1,000 years worth of martial prowess has been channeled to a single strike, ripping apart the edges of the dream. Why are you always so meddlesome? I knew you'd say that. I also promised that, were things to arrive at this stage, I will be with you. Besides, I also want to bring her to meet you, to let you know that all your years of planning were not for naught. Though the boundary between dream and reality, Wang sees the token. Chong Yu clutches it to his bosom, and then their eyes meet. You should leave. Live and come back to us. I will not make you any promises. The distance between them stretches with speed. Even though he is a grandmaster of Kung Fu, 1,000 years old, a human body is still only a human body. The force-piercing veil between truth and fiction quickly dissipates, but the voice of that brother Wang is so fed up with still reaches his ears. Then I will look for you. I always will. Suit yourself. What did he do? It does not matter. It does not matter. No matter what he did, it was only for an instant. No longer shall he disturb us, nor will any of your ludicrous, insignificant siblings. This is my dream with only you and I. I thought I would have to bring all my strength to bear to defeat you, but it seems you're still weak, still liable to collapse at the slightest of breezes. You only have a single stone left. I will barely even have to lift my finger to crush you, to annihilate you. And those poems, those laws, those martial arts. Such irksome pests. I only need to use the strength I saved for you to isolate you from these meddlesome insects. You're unfit to die by my claws. You're only fit to be cut down by your reflection's blade. Now die. Is that so? L2D! To die is your end, not mine. Yes, in all these causal chains, in all these possibilities, in all these dreams, you will die. These countless repetitions within this dream have eroded away, hollowed out your most frenzied imaginings, and all without you knowing. Have you not noticed how intricately linked you and I are to this dream you used to trap me? You have been chained by your hateful, vengeful impulses. Your evolution has reached its end. And we have already surpassed you. But your body will persist. I will take your place. And how will you do that? With your isolated stones and with your own bodies so ready to fall apart? You dare assume I only have my stones in this body of mine? The near-dead proxy uses the last of his strength to lift his sword. The deranged pheromone gives one last howl of rage. The cold moon splits stones, the fierce sun chars boards, ashes to ashes, a farewell to the ages. Oh? Soup. Soup? "12v1. This is cool. This is a cool animation. I wonder if this is like gonna explain how there could be possibly be a 13th sibling, another proxy. Oh, it's gonna finish inside the level? Oh, okay. Enough. This farce of the game must end. An end? Did you not once tell me that the board is endless and that our battle is so much more than a board called Wang? I'm not the only one playing against you. What you have sown, I've reaped for you. Here, wife. If it isn't Wang, the wakey failure. If you told us you needed our help, we would have shown up sooner, you know? He has a healer! Here lies a dream unchained. I gift unto you, verse and wine, wind and rain. You can't fight on an empty stomach, Wang. Star-shrouded snow, crude mountain melts, utmost risen. At this final battle, we are here, together. They have all found their own paths. Each one of them has triumphed over you, leaving you in the dust. Do you still believe you have the upper hand? How can this be? How can this be? I, with split stones and burnt board, shall send you off on your final journey. He's baby raging. No, it's not over. There's still a chance. Fee upon your transcendence, your own paths. Those are simply the power they've stolen from me, and your candle grows dim. My candle grows dim, as does yours. You have squandered your memories. Now upon this faraway board, we're all equally insignificant. What? You dare, you cannot. We no longer need you. The people of this land no longer need you. Even the evolution of the future upon which you fixate is no longer need you. And when your opponent no longer needs you, your fate is sealed. I did that. That was all me. 1 out of 1. That was all me. I'm just too good at this game. I first tried it. Memories from time immemorial pour down like torrential rain, washing away its enormous empty consciousness. The remnant consciousness slips and slides about the land of dreams, trying to find a single scrap of something, anything to use as the foundation. Those dreams are now as blank as unscribed bamboo slips, with the only grain of wood to provide texture. There should be people and events written upon them, yet not such things cannot be grasped. Sui? It has lost. Without doubt. You wish to seize its body, take its place, but what of your siblings? They will not see me again, nor will they come to fill this void you have left behind. That said, I will not disappear. I shall always be with you. No matter who sits upon this corporeal throne, a void shall form. Since you have no intent of filling it, I shall haunt this place eternally. To torment the master of this body, to usurp its will, to torment its mind, are but two sides of the same Tong Bao. There will be something to fill your vacancy. All that is left of you is emotion, abundant emotion. But that matters not in the face of this shattered consciousness. If it did matter, its rage would have filled it long ago. That will not be a worry. The one replacing you shall be far more terrifying than you have ever been. The proxy steps forward, leaving the white creation behind him. The ephemeral, about to drown in its own hollow mind, lets out a bitter cry. Soon, even that cry is filled with pain and defiance, dies down, leaving only an echo reverberating throughout the room. Befuddled will, murky, dying gasp. You are about to die. I am going to die? Who am I? Why will I die? You are the most arrogant of dreamers. In your dreams, you pushed evolution to the endless sea of stars. But this egotistical evolution was cut short by humanity. That humanity you saw as nothing. And then, your anger, your hatred, and your defiance dragged you to your grave. But at the very end of it all, you died by my hand. You... Murky time gasp. You will destroy the future? That future of evolution that escapes ruination and through infinite expansion touches the face of the void? It was a dream that you would never have been able to see to fruition. Evolution will not stop because of your death. Your passing will simply be the release for a will that has suffered for 1,000 years. If you truly yearn for that future where the stars shine only for you. He lifts up the last of his stones. In his hand, they slowly lose their forms, turning into a blade. It looks on as he lifts up the last of his stones. He throws them up into the sky, up toward the boundless heavens. He takes the last of this congelated sharpness and thrusts it into his eye. It watches as those black stones become a galaxy that flows towards it until the bestial Sui closes its eyes. The bestial Sui espies the future that exists only in its dreams. May you dream well. The entire room begins to shake before ultimately collapsing. The forms of Proxy and Theramals slowly merge together. No longer shall they be parted. Here, a new Sui is born? Wait a second. Is this actually the Enfield's Sui Proxy? The 13th sibling? Still hanging in there, Shu? Wife. This is no big deal. It's just handling this many of its minions takes its toll. Hey, Dusk. Fire that way. There's tons of geists there. Where? Where I'm pointing. There's nothing there. Are you stupid? Nyan is stupefied. There really is nothing there. And not just there, it's as though someone sneakily wiped away the blot of ink staining the ground. The rampaging geists just a moment ago are nowhere to be seen. Whoa, you nearly chopped me in half. I'm obviously trying to chop that thing in half. Huh? Where'd the monster go? Imperial Guard. Understood. The Sui regular reports that all script geists have disappeared. We won? Don't let your guard down. An earthquake? It stirs. All hands, move to an open space. The shaking from afar arrives. The true lung. The time has come. The true lung grasps the jade seal that used to start the device. It might just be his imagination running wild, but he feels a connection between the machine and the blood running through his veins. During this moment of hesitation, a great shadow appears before him, nearly covering the entirety of the Iridium's radiance. Hello, Sui. Are you it? The shadows utters what seems to be a threatening low roar. Within that roar, the true lung hears a haggard voice, one he heard decades ago. No, you are no longer it. But how many of its memories and dreams, its thoughts and feelings have you inherited? Will you be of aid to Yan in the future, or will you only bring misfortune? Are you he, or an all-new Sui? Its pale memories, withered dreams, exhausted thoughts, befouled feelings, they all roil and jostle through my consciousness at this very moment. But you are correct. Sui is dead. The shadow lets out a long howl that shakes both heaven and earth. But what you, your ancestors, your nation, owe it is also what you owe me and mine. Those arts wielding their way through your body are proof your ancestors shackled us for a thousand years. Though these memories may be faded, these dreams be wilted, these thoughts be decayed, these feelings be rotted away, this rage of 1,000 years still burns as bright as the sun. But you are not him. If your hatred has not been diminished, then make your move. You wish to use this piece of iridium to take me down with you? It shall be my final act in service of Great Yan. If you are a new Sui, I shall rid my country of you, even if it costs me my life. If you are Wang, then my promise to you stands. Your life shall be spared, and you will be pardoned for deceiving the crown. And now, for regicide. I shall also pardon myself for the crime of unclarity of thought, which led to the suspicion between parent and child, the scattering of kin, the formation of factions, and the unrest that rocked the nation. Do you truly seek death? If it can begin a new chapter in the history of Great Yan, why would I deny my life? Why would I deny you my life? Very well. As you wish. Did you believe all our grudges settled? You are finally here. We finally meet. Hey, you are no longer it? It was slain by my hand. You are too late. You actually did it. That ridiculous plan of yours actually worked? Very well. If you have taken its place, then I shall bear you. Then you shall bear my rage. The ancient Colossus remains quiet, silently watching the near-dead kin. What is this? Are you pitying me? Up until the end of this endless journey, the millennium of hatred burned bright in Ya's chest, unwavering for even a moment. So why now, when Ya sees Sui for herself, does the hate seem to fade away, leaving only nothingness? Why are you so unconcerned? Were you hoping I would grant you release? No, I will not kill you. The sword in her hand hesitates. What would come from extracting this vengeance? Bloody end for both of them? Why take up arms? Why betray them? She finally realizes that with the death of Sui's consciousness, these answers she had searched for are no longer in reach. But how could I ever forgive you? This is your own fault. You should have arrived sooner. You should have witnessed its death, or maybe you should have contributed to that to quell your deadly grudge. But there is still something you can do, late though you are. Originium? This was all part of your scheme? You went through all that trouble to collude with that ancient lunatic to lead me here? Just want me to connect this room with that ugly stone? The choice is still yours. Choose vengeance, and you can do what you have dreamed of countless times. Take that ugly stone and give this vessel an eternity of torment. Or since you're about to die anyways, why not simply leave? You! Pheromone, so close to its limit, is about to thrust its sword into the boundless body of Sui. That sword so mighty against humanity's, yet all too weak against its kin. But the moment before Ya does so, that anger, the born for 1,000 years, finally slips away. In her reverie, Ya looks closely at this Sui who is no longer Sui. And then Ya howls with laughter. The enormous vessel remains silent. I do not know why you're so adamant on being tortured, or why you wish to bring this cursed originium into your body. All I know is what you want. You want to take this festering, swelling, ancient wound and have it thrust into you. Very well, I will humor you. For you are not Sui, but Wang, the Sui Slayer, and so I shall help you. I shall help you repay its sins over endless time. But in a vessel such as this, even the strongest of spirits will be worn away and assimilated, ultimately becoming just like it. Whenever that time comes, I shall return, and I shall have my vengeance by slaying you with my own 2 hands. But as for now, I do not wish to hear your prattle on about explanations and the like. I do not wish to hear you squabble with those insects. All I want to do with this body is have my unprecedented vengeance. one most fitting for we souls who have walked since beginning. Cutting away the seasons is not a power without a price, especially for a pheromone on the brink of death, meddling with the most primal force in this land. But Ya still does it anyway. That piece of Originium, alongside the space it occupies, is cut away by Ya, then ruthlessly thrust into the depths of Sui's body. And then, all she sees is black. Ya has already forgotten her two kin she is trapped within an illusion. With the fading of her last of her strength, they break free. Now they watch her body slowly wither away, their faces lined with sorrow. Oh my, an earthquake just as we escaped those fiends? Over there, Tianqi Lin, there's still people over here. Coming. Lin Qingyan rushes over, dragging several bewildered geists out from the collapsing building, but the tremors get stronger, sending a falling roof beam straight to Mr. Pooh's head. Duck, you old book brain! Thank you for saving me, oh brave hero. Zushi! Yo, everyone still alive? Not bad. Alright, everyone. Everyone's safe and the earthquake's over. Get everything tidied up, then head back. Is the chaos finally over? The childlike Tianqi narrows her eyes, looking out towards the tomb of Sui. She has a rare, somber expression on her face, a far cry from her usual cynicism. This was your choice, you Wei-Qi failure, your calculation. You must have foreseen what kind of disaster this piece of Originium would bring with it to think a solution like this. It means nobody's going to dare mess with you, but you might as well be damning yourself to eternal hell this way. You chose a bitter road to follow. I don't know if this counts as me helping you or hurting you. Plotting a great windfall for all beings in the realm. You actually did it. This game of yours, Wei-Qi failure. The enormous shadow, the crazed woman, the Originium's orange glare, everything begins to fade from the true Lung's sight. He finally understands what that proxy's ultimate plan was. Pheromones, Originium. At the cost of near eternal torment, Wang ascended the seat of Sui and accepted Ya's vengeance. But Bufan, or rather, the first Originium Yan has relied upon since its days of yore, is now buried within the deepest pits of the pheromone's body and soul. And with the disappearance of the energy it supplied, the secret chamber gradually begins to collapse. The true Lung walks over towards the exit and pulls upon its doors, only to discover they have been jammed shut by rubble. But he does not panic. He feels that to die here is not such a bad thing. Ji Xiao. For a moment, the true Lung believes himself to be hallucinating. For the one supporting him by the shoulder has an uncanny resemblance to his older brother. Yanwu? Don't speak. Follow me. Like the room behind it, the blood-red hidden passage begins to crumble away in the wake of Bufan's disappearance. The true Lung leans against Wei Yanwu's shoulder, doing his best to match his pace. He still feels like this is all a dying dream, a meeting with his estranged brother that his feeble consciousness conjured up. He tries to think back to his younger days, when he made mischief with his brother as they ran through the hallways of the palace. What season was it? Was it autumn? No, it was not that cold, so it must have been. It has been too long. He no longer remembers it clearly. prolonged earthquake finally stops. The panicking court mandarins look at each other, unsure what is to come next, at least until a familiar face unheardly walks in. Jun, you may all rest easy. Supervisor, do you mean to say? The Sui menace has been thoroughly resolved. I asked you all to return to your posts. The chaos is over, but there's still many things in Baizhou that require attention. The Imperial Guard standing behind her add a little gravitas to her declaration. After some hesitation, the mandarins tidy their clothes and hats before they walk out the doors. Once the last of them have left, Chun nods at the guards. They stand aside, but they keep their eyes locked onto her. He did it. Eliminating Sui and finding you. He did both of them. The former candle holder, the current supervisor of the Sui regulator, listens to the heartbeat of the thermal. It is the rage that the enormous creature felt against itself, but there's a gentle breath accompanying that pulse. From within, she hears something not of that consciousness far away from that vessel, gathered somewhere within Baizhou, and it speaks of forgiveness. Within the Grand Palace, there is now only a single withered old man. Ever since that true lung descended underground, he has waited here, listening to the reports from Yumen, the uproar in Baizhou, and the declaration from the Sui regulator to the entire city that is now well. His coughing has only grown more violent, his waist more stooped. By the time of the declaration, he can no longer support himself. He is forced to sit on the ground, leaning against the throne. At first, he felt anger, then worry, but now he only feels exhaustion. Memories from near 100 years ago when he was instated by the current True Lung's father forced themselves to the surface. It was midwinter, when the snow swirled through the air. The then True Lung was still far from being addled, happy to sit about the fireplace with the newly promoted Mandarin and discuss all great things happening under heaven. Contact between Laterano and Iberia, the war between Colombia and Victoria, Ursus's desire for conquest, the turmoil in Higashi, the mysterious weapon of Kazdel, and Sui. It was not excised the first time. The True Lung was resolute in having the second attempt come to with no mistakes. Yan would obtain the bones of Sui, and with near double the amount of energy it eliminated, the age of Yan will have arrived. Their talks became so fervent that the Emperor stood up and struck out barefoot into the snow, using his finger to brandish Qi Sao as he spoke of what grand ambitions he had for Yan's future. We both are exalted to distant thought, aspiring to the sky and the bright moon. And then he could no longer wait for the day that the True Lung would blow the horn to call for Sui's eradication. He could only wait for that True Lung's mind to deteriorate until all had abandoned him. And then you could also not wait for the True Lung's return. You could not prove to him that all you have done was not for your own selfish reasons, but for the future of Yan. Ugh. Through his murky eyes, the old man believes the one standing before him can only be the emperor he has waited for so long, but the voice his ringed ears catch says otherwise. The entire court knows your cold is merely a pretext. The lingering illness that has plagued you for years could hardly be passed off as a simple chill, just as how we all know that your ironclad desire to eliminate Sui was not an idea you had on your own. You once held great esteem and approval, but now dust has settled those who followed you. Well, the old man can no longer hear. His throat shudders. All he wants to do is speak those words pent up in his heart. Look here, the doddering old fool who started the chaos stands here, awaiting for your majesty's judgment. Your words will not be heard by anyone. Before he can shout these words at his liege, like an unfortunate, misunderstood hero, life no longer wishes to remain within him. He is dead. Wow, this place sure has changed a lot. Finally tearing down this eyesore of a tomb. I had the same idea 5 centuries ago. Can't believe you're in the mood to talk like that. We still don't know what it's like inside. Well, it's obvious, isn't it? We're alive, which means that he's not dead. Wang, he definitely succeeded. I heard upon the wind that Brother Eldest already entered. 'Twould not be long before he drags himself out. If you ought to ask him then. He kept many things hidden from us. He cannot escape his sentence. Damn, Jin, still strict as ever. Speaking of, I can't be the only one who's thinking. We've never had a family gathering this big before. Feels a bit strange having so many of us in one place. Agreed. If you're going to eat together, then I'll be heading back. Nuh-uh. We all agreed to a reunion dinner. Yeah, dusk. Don't even think about running away. Alright. Can't exactly say no to baby brother's cooking. Say my name with respect first. Blech. How happy I am to see you all hale and hearty. Hot damn, you guys are covered in dirt. Well, as long as you're alive. Which reminds me, last time a certain someone was acting all cool and determined. Look, he's doing perfectly fine. Oh, ow, why are you pinching me, Shu? Sister, you've returned. My apologies for worrying you. Those two inside should have been out by now, right? Look, over there. You finally emerged, Dage. Wang, is he? What the? Chang Yu looks towards his siblings. They all see the mirthless look upon his face, and they know it to be an ill omen. He restrains himself from letting out a sigh that would be tantamount to a declaration. No! Oh man, I should have just read all of this. Oh my god, why is it so long? Oh. It is interesting though. Okay, we continue. I have to continue. Fine, I'll do it. Yes, father didn't tell anyone when he left. No. Maybe I was the only one he didn't tell. I don't know. I barely remember anymore. Mother had just passed away at that time too. Mother. She never liked father. Or me. In the end, Tal as well. Father left much less of an impression on me compared to mother. Once, when I was confronting Wei Yanwu, I said father was a weak man. My opinion still stands. But he really did try and love me and Tal. When I was young, I was scared when Wei Yanwu came to our house to find mother, so he took me outside. Ever since that day, he would drown his sorrows, needing more booze every time, though he never drank in front of me. Tal didn't like him either, at first. He spent a lot of time with her, even learning Victorian alongside her, though he never heard a language before in his life. When mother was at her most agitated, he would tell us to go outside and face mother's madness alone. Alter rain? Thank you, but I wasn't planning to read all of that. I didn't think it would be this long. Chen Chao Tian. Thank you, Hui Che. I think that's enough. You know, before your father married, he was not completely like this. I can see it. So, now we use the writing knife to correct the mistakes in the family history you compiled? No, it's simply a family chronicle. It won't even be published. It's not worth using something as precious as that knife on it. Despite Chen Xiaotian's repeated declining, Yu Jie still takes the knife off her hip and presses it into Xiaotian's hand. Yi and Jun had hoped this knife would be able to correct the mistakes that happened when we were whitewash or forget the past. Even though these errors only involve the fallen family, instead of all of Yan, I think they would still want them corrected. Alright. Chen Chaotian fiddles with the knife, feeling its weight and balance in her hand, but she makes no move to use it. Yuche, will she really come back? Honestly, I don't know. That thing from the Garden of the Grotesqueries settled itself down quite nicely in that office on the top floor. But if you're asking me, that's the Yi who walked in with Yan through the centuries. I don't really know. I do not know when it happened, but it seems that some of our prior generations took this overly reliable, seemingly immortal woman for granted. So once she passed, a few weak people like me lost the pillar propping them up. It appears that all that was left after the fading of that omnipotent goddess were the words of everyone else. It's true that historians should have confidence in their statements, but when that confidence loses the backing of someone who's eternally correct, it's easy to give up. If that's what you're saying, you guys should invite her back once she's revived. No. On the contrary, what we should do is leave the cradle of having the right to answer fed on to us, and take the prospect of making a mistake with cool heads. Qian Xiaotian uses her free hand to pick up the chronicle, throwing it to the table. What page did it open on? Take a guess. Based on the thickness, around page 30? I would say about the same, but... She picks up the book daintily, without looking at the page number, tidies it up once more. We have made one of history's unsolved questions, one just for you and me. In this land, whether because nobody had witnessed them, or because too many people had witnessed them, how many of these unsolved questions do you think there are? A lot of them. Indeed. A lot of them. Personally speaking, what I want the most right now is the courage to be responsible for writing down history, even though I know such unsolved questions will never have answers. Alright, I will leave the knife to you. Help me correct the pages I show you. It really does leave no mark. Well, when you use it normally, it's just a crazy good eraser. Eraser? Those two women certainly entrusted this writing knife with the right person. Oh right. Is Mr. Liang still with the pavilion? Where is he? Mr. Liang? He's on leave today. Then you're meeting someone else? Miss Ying, as it were. Oh, I don't mean that Miss Ying. I mind you, I mean... Hello. Hello. Chao Qian. Is this Miss Chen Huiche? Oh, I'm gonna butcher all these names. Miss Ning, I presume? Who else? See, you wouldn't have to go to the Ministry of Rights early in the morning to ask for leave to come here. I see. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Ning Yin. I heard that Chao Qian would be transferred to a research post at the Imperial Historical Cabinet in a few days. So I came over to discuss recent events with her, and also have some treats to hear her opinions, alongside seeing the writing knife. My colleagues at the cabinet are pulling out all the stops. They want to take advantage of the fresh winds of early winter to do some innovative research. What? Fang doesn't want to come over? But the kiddo made this hot pot, not me. I didn't even throw any weird herbs and roots. My master says there's still many suffering from the disease across this land. He believes that in being able to avert this disaster, he is much more fortunate than the sick. But he also says he'll be in Yan for a while, so if he's ever nearby, he'll come see you. Oh, if that's all, Master is rather pressed for time, so I should head off. Hold it. Yan pulls out a lunchbox packed full of food from somewhere. Tell him that if he doesn't eat it all, he's not allowed to slink out of Yan. Got it. No laughing. There's one for you, too. Shoo! This time, it's Chu who offers the finely wrapped bundle. Upon hearing you were from Sargon, our eldest brother became rather interested, telling you a few things about our food. Or your food. Little Yan had to make a few guesses, and he put his own personal spin on things, but he managed to take a whole bag's worth. We thought it was rather good, but we're unsure if it's to your tastes. Please, take it. Consider it a gift of ours. Or our gift to you. Oh, shishi. Thank you, everyone. Our family's never a full set. The true value of life lies in unfettered ease. Even if you were to drag him to your savers at use for a meal, he would find no taste in it. As for the others, young Dusk is truly tired. She is pardoned. Yi is a master of spinning words into wealth, but far too soft-hearted for his own family. He wishes to idle at the garden, and since Yi is accompanying him, let him. As our brother eldest... Smells great. Are we late? Thought you two said you weren't coming. He said that. I said nothing of the sort. Since I was coming, I couldn't just leave him by himself at the garden, so I brought him along. Nice going. This piece of work decided to work some magic at Dahyang, and he's been hiding from us these past few days. What's his punishment, Chu? Let me... It should not be some trifle such as scrubbing the pot and washing the plates. Then, no letting him off with an apology either. Too boring. Then how about... If you say something like, let us settle this later, it would be rather disrespectful towards everyone's kindness. But why not? Yi already gave me a rent holiday for the savers until the year after next. Then I like Shu. She's cute. Put your business on hold for a year. Take a rest and plan your next ventures well. Man, that's Shu for you. Always managing to find a way to let people off easy no matter what we think of. Letting him off easy? I haven't finished yet. Within this year, Yi, what you owe others are able to repay, you must repay. I shall keep it in mind. Alright then. Everyone, take your seats. Incomprehensible mumbling. I know. Just sleep a bit longer. Young Dusk said she wishes to sleep until next spring, Jen. Why force her here? She has no taste in bedrooms. I was just leaving the Skymere Pavilion, then I saw her sprawled out on the ground deep asleep. I even shouted at her to no avail, so I had no choice to bring her here. Floor Gang! She's part of Floor Gang. As she spoke, the slumbering dusk sprayed out across Jun's back suddenly, dissolves into a scroll. Didn't think my little sister knew how to work some magic too. Oh, they're all in a painting now. With the unfurling of the scroll, the real Dusk appears atop a boulder, seemingly sound asleep. The others also see that the thing sealing Nyan's mouth shut is a talisman. None dare to make a move, fearing the next mouth to be sealed would be their own. In the end, it is Yi who cautiously peels the talisman off Nyan. It reads, "You guys eat while I sleep. Don't wake me unless Wang comes back. Also, to Nyan, no firecrackers, or I'll use my talismans to seal your entire body." Oh, why does my family also cause such headaches? But there will be a day that the stable is fully seated, for sure. True Long. Late. Once again. Indeed. Far too late. A flimsy curtain separates the two. The library is quiet. The sound of pages being turned, piercing the silence. Do you recall how many books are collected here in Skymere Pavilion? No. 43 million volumes. 43 million texts. Compared to the last 1,000 years of history, these words are but a single grain of millet within the great granary. At the time, my greatest dream was to dedicate my life to complete a hydrological chart of Yan that our forebears could not. I had thought I could grow old here within this pavilion. This is where I truly belong. But it would not have been what was best for Great Yan. The past is heavy, so heavy that no one can shoulder its weight, but also so heavy no one could put it down. So much so that it would not be borne alone. Yet there will always be someone to bear it. You all to hate me. I do. Are you going to say you have never hated me? I really did think there would come some day that I should die by your hand. I even thought it was the only way things would end. Even thought it was the only way things would end were we to meet. All I wanted was to ask you was, after you left Baizhou, did you ever suspect that everything that happened was orchestrated by me to frame you? If I said I never did, would you still hate me for leaving on my own for no reason? No, never. It has been too long. So long that this question is meaningless. That year, our little sister barred my way on the road to Longmen, not far from Baizhou. I could escape the city, but I could not escape her understanding of us. She begged me to return to the capital, believing everything could be explained. There should be no misunderstanding between brothers. In the end, she said she would stay with me until the day I wished to return to Baizhou and clear things with you. I should not have indulged her unruliness. I should not have. I still have not yet met her daughters. They were able to grow up in safety. One of the few bright points in my life. No, I should not use the word safe. The pity is that I was not able to give them even that. Your regrets are many. In truth, I cannot think of a moment in my life where I am certain I made the right decision. So I sat here, waiting for someone to come judge me for my wrongdoings. Pacifying the bestial Sui of Great Yan, this single achievement grants enough merit to rival the emperor who began the hunt. But compared to him, you have a kinder heart. You are the only one who has never brought shame to Yan. Yan Li, you can set them aside now. You should set them aside now. Annals of Yan, Volume 124, Supplement 17. Someone's tidied up these scrolls. After receiving Chao Tian's request and her application being approved, Huiche arrives in the section of the Skymere Pavilion not open to the public to thumb through the various tombs. She thought it would be a lot harder, honestly. But when she went through check the case from 40 years ago, she found all the relevant texts nearly arranged on the shelf. They weren't even hidden in the back. As if someone knew she would be here. Maybe it's time. Who are you? Why are you in my family's library? Huh? Chen looks back and sees a girl of about 10 years of age. The girl looks back at her, timid yet curious. A lung's horns, bright red hair, a strikingly familiar face. Chen does not need to ask who she is. I'm Chen. Hui Che. I came to borrow some books. If you're here to read, are you also studying to become a true lung? What? No. Dad said if you want to be a good true lung, you need to read a lot of books here. When I go home today, the Grand Tutor will check my homework. Those with virtue cultivate it in their bodies, perform it in their actions, and state it in their words. By mastering the classics, achieve refinement. By remedying the ills and practicing the right way, achieve virtue. By giving honest criticism without caring for offense, achieve... the last part is, do you want to be the true lung? Can I not be the true lung? Dad said it's a duty I was born with. If someone says from the bottom of their heart that they don't want to do something, then you shouldn't force them to do it. When people are forced to do things, they won't be happy, right? You're wrong. Dad says you need to do your duty. If nobody did, then the whole country would be a mess. I'm going to go find him and have him explain to you. If there's a chance, I'd like to meet him too. But it's getting late today. How about I send you home? Okay. But do you know where I live? I think I do. Oh, Chen. Oh. You look like you know a lot. Do you know more than the Grand Tutor? Oh, I don't compare myself to him. But when it comes to certain questions, we have a slightly different point of view. The book says the true Lang should love the people, right? That's right. What you should know is, it's not only the true Lang who should do that. Love your mother, father, teachers, your siblings, and your friends and companions. You have the right to love everyone, no matter who you are. Dad also said that because the true Lang is the most powerful person in the country, I need to be cautious about every word and every action. It's the same with making friends, so I don't have any. No, you should be allowed to make friends with the people you like. Remember, taking such great authority and leaving it in the hands of a single person and making them shoulder it all alone. This in itself is wrong. It's not fair to most people, and it's not fair to that person either. I don't understand what you're saying. Can you stay and explain it to me more? Once you grow up, you'll understand. Once you grow up, maybe you can make a change. So grow up quick. It continues! More! Oh, how long is this? The Grand Tutor. Elder. Fantong. A bunch of Fantong. I waited in the north for nearly 400 years, and this is all the progress that Baizao's Tianqi Bureau made on Iridium research? Tianqis today are utterly incompetent. Who's the head of Tianqi nowadays? Tell him to get his ass over here. Wait, you have no idea how long this... Wait, no. Wait, how long? I thought I was close to the end. I thought the previous scene was the end. Oh, no. I don't know if I have enough time for this. I thought I would easily clear. Okay. After observing the unusual meteorological phenomenon created in Londinium Shard 4 years ago, the Tianqi bureaus realized the urgency of the issue of Iridium. Since then, the Tianqis have labored night and day at their research, not daring to rest for even a second. But I fear there is no nation upon this land who can achieve the rate of progress you have asked for. All I asked for was one simple thing. I would have preferred it if you told me those youngsters were thinking of ways to slack off. That way their hearts might not have been doing the right thing, but at least their brains would still work. Ursus, Casdell, no matter where you look, there's misfortune caused by Originium. I had hoped number 2 would be able to solve this problem once and for all, but I'm afraid time's up. There'll be people knocking on the door soon enough. Forget it. I'll move into the bureau tomorrow. I want to see just how today's young Tianqis are putting their smarts to use. Wait, forget tomorrow. I'll move into this afternoon. That you're willing to see this through personally is a good thing, Elder. But before you move in regards to question of Originium, we have a guest from afar whom you should meet with. Oh? I'm honored to meet with you, Grand Tutor of Great Yan. I represent Rhodes Island, and would you like to express... I represent Rhodes Island, and I would like to express my thanks to Yan for the information they have shared. I believe in these pressing times, candid collaboration between all parties is of utmost necessity. Rhodes Island will uphold the spirit of cooperation during the follow-up research, and keep close contact with Yan. First, allow me to elaborate on Rhodes Island's position regarding the Originium question. You stay away from Amiya. Okay. You haven't left yet. Good. Still planning on taking me into custody rather than letting me go, Lord Zul? That's great. No, the old Tianqi has already vouched for you. Selling this turmoil the way you did, Mo Yi, was of great merit. It feels strange hearing you be so polite. But if you're not here to arrest me, then why are you here? Oh, no. Away! If I... Oh... to return this to you. Zole carefully pulls a wooden lock out of his pocket. Things were hectic, so I forgot to return this keepsake from your mother to you. My apologies. Yes, you can take him. Take him off of Amimiya's hands. He's yours. Okay. Oh, this thing. Moyi looks at Zuole, her lips a quiver, as she pulls out 2 identical locks from her pocket. I've got plenty of these. You can keep that one. You... But I didn't lie to you. It was really my mother who taught me how to make them. You're about to ask me where I'm from, aren't you? I can see it in your face. If you do not wish to say, I shall not offend you by pressing the matter. I simply hope that in the future you will not toy with others again. Heh, still playing the preacher as ever. I've got a question of my own. What's next for the Sui regulator? Honestly, it's a complete mess right now. When the chaos ended, the supervisor admitted responsibility and resigned. That proxy killed Sui, and after merging with that piece of Originium, he fell into something resembling slumber. An unprecedented feat. The pharmacologists are studying it with haste. Sounds like a headache. Well, not that it matters. With you around, there's no need to worry about the Sui regulator making any big mistakes. I am not as confident as you are. As my master, the one you call Old Carpenter, once said, it's because of the differences between you and me that all disputes arise, no matter if they're between a man, beast, or man and man. Which is why he called for love between all things, for things are brothers and sisters. Those 12 did everything they could. They nearly died for it, just to claw back a way for them to live. If you keep looking at them with the difference between man and beast in mind, it'd be pretty cruel. I trust you on this matter. Dioxy. Alright, chat time's over. I should get going. Going where? Wherever I feel like after the big event's over. The event is over now. Or actually not quite. There's still the EX levels. Returning to my search for the pheromones, trying to find the trace of that proxy, or maybe giving that rabble waving the banner of the Shanghaizong a talking to. Not sure yet. Until we meet again, then. The girl waves her hand, and in an instant she disappears amidst the sand-laden wind. No! I don't know if I have the time. I don't... oh my... How? Oh. It is not aimless wandering, though. It's simply search for the uncertain greater than a drop in the ocean. Yeah. Bots be gone. He's not aimless, blah, 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 blah. Okay, he has walked so far and for so long. We will take the last of Ya's vitality and bring it to the lands beyond Yan. Okay, I'm just gonna go. The 1,000 years grows, but I need to end within like 5-10 minutes. So, let's see. As for you, hopeful search for Wang. Not much use, though. We would dearly love to help. We may have been companions with them all along, but we were acquaintances at best. I understand. All I humbly ask for is to inform if you have news. If we do, we shall tell you the post-haste, Grandmaster. But what you seek, if your all eternity may be out of reach, you cannot touch heaven. This kid... No! Okay. 32. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, damn, steal nothing? Oh, no. I'm a child. Oh, I'm a young man. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I can't believe I finished so fast. Man. That was such good... okay. Thank you for letting me know, though. If I sat here reading, I would have to abruptly end it. But I did need to finish this. I was expecting just like a 15-minute cutscene at like TA11. But oh my god, this one went on for a long time. I was planning on doing the story part separate, but the TA11, because this was on its level, I kind of had to go through its cutscene. It was worth it though. This one is a really cool. This is a really cool cutscene, and I wonder if they're ever going to explain the 13th Sui sibling that appears in Enfield. Ah, Fang has finally arrived. The animation. Well, thank you for watching, though. Like I said, I do have to leave soon, so I think I'll be ending this stream around here. So, without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And... The 13th? What do you mean? Isn't the proxy in Enfield the 13th sibling? I'm pretty sure that's confirmed, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Or was it disproven? I'm pretty sure that's still what everyone's saying. Okay, yeah. Enfield is like a few hundred years in the future, so between now and then something might have happened for there to be another sibling. Unsure of what that is though. But hopefully whatever the story writers between both Arknights and Enfield, they sort it out and they form some sort of conclusion so that there's no conflicting information. Hoping. I don't want one part of the lore to overwrite the other. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.